8 years later, is he chicken or just clueless? This is a question that has puzzled many for ages. Relationships can be complicated, and sometimes the signs are just not clear. You might find yourself wondering if your partner is ever going to take that next big step. Okay, let's talk about proposals. The moment when someone gets down on one knee and asks, "Will you marry me?" is supposed to be magical. But what if that moment never comes? What if you're left waiting and waiting and waiting? We all know someone who waited forever for that ring. Maybe it's you. 8 years, though? That's a long time to be in a relationship without a proposal. You start to question everything. Is it something you did? Is it something they did? Or is it just the way things are meant to be? That's like dog years in relationship time. Think about it. In 8 years, you could have raised a puppy to full adulthood. You could have gone through countless life changes together, yet still, no ring. 8 years is enough time to get through medical school, twice. You could have earned multiple degrees, started a new career, or even moved to a new city. Yet here you are, still waiting for that proposal. It's enough time to perfect a sourdough starter and then abandon it because, let's be honest, who has time for that? You could have picked up new hobbies, traveled the world, or even started a family. But instead, you're left wondering about the future of your relationship. So what's the deal when someone you love hasn't popped the question after 8 years? Is it fear of commitment? Or is there something deeper at play? Maybe they have their own reasons, or maybe they're just not ready. But how long are you supposed to wait? Are they afraid of commitment, or do they just not believe in jewelry boxes? Let's dive in. We'll explore the possible reasons behind the delay and what you can do about it. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind those elusive proposals. The proposal pressure cooker: expectations versus reality. We all have this picture-perfect idea of how things should go. The moment, the setting, the ring, and the person. It's like a script we've written in our heads, and we expect life to follow it to the letter. Let's be real. We all have expectations. We imagine our friends cheering us on, our families being overjoyed, and everything falling perfectly into place. But reality often has a different plan. Society tells us that after a certain time, a ring should magically appear. It's like there's this invisible clock ticking away, and if it doesn't happen by a certain point, we start to panic. Movies tell us it will be this grand gesture with fireworks and a choir. We see these elaborate proposals on social media and think, that's how it should be. But those are just highlights, not the full story. But life isn't a romantic comedy. It's messy, unpredictable, and sometimes downright disappointing. The reality is, not every proposal is going to be a viral sensation. And sometimes those expectations can feel like a pressure cooker. The weight of what we think should happen can be overwhelming, making us question everything. You start to question everything. You wonder if you're doing something wrong, if you're not enough, or if there's something fundamentally flawed about your relationship. Is he ever going to propose? You ask yourself this question over and over, each time with a little more doubt creeping in. The uncertainty can be paralyzing. Is there something wrong with me? You start to internalize the delay, thinking it must be a reflection of your worth or desirability. But that's far from the truth. Should I just buy my own ring and tell him what's up? The thought crosses your mind in moments of frustration. But deep down, you know that's not the solution. Hold on. Before you head to the jewelry store, let's take a breath. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Relationships are about more than just a ring or a proposal. They're about love, trust, and mutual respect. So let's give ourselves a break and remember that everyone's journey is unique. To wait or not to wait? That is the question. It's a dilemma that many of us face at some point in our lives. Whether it's about waiting for the right moment, the right person, or the right opportunity, the uncertainty can be overwhelming. This is a tough one. The pressure to make the right decision can be immense. You might find yourself sitting on a park bench, lost in thought, or feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. And there's no easy answer. Sometimes it feels like you're walking on a beach with no clear direction, or sitting alone by a lake, pondering the endless possibilities and outcomes. It's a roller coaster of emotions, honey. One moment you're filled with excitement and anticipation, and the next, you're gripped by fear and doubt. It's a wild ride, and it's okay to feel all these emotions. One day you're daydreaming about wedding cakes and planning your perfect day. You imagine the joy and celebration, the love and laughter. It's a beautiful vision that fills your heart with warmth. The next, you're throwing his clothes out the window in a fit of rage. The frustration and anger take over, and you wonder how things got so complicated. It's a stark contrast to the dreams you once had. Don't worry, we've all been there. It's important to remember that you're not alone in this. Your friends and loved ones are there to support you, to laugh with you, and to help you through the tough times. But seriously, it's about figuring out what you want. Take some time to meditate, to sit by the sea, and to reflect on your true desires. What is it that makes you happy? What do you truly want for your future? Do you want to get married? Or are you holding on to the idea of what you thought your life would be? It's a crucial question to ask yourself. Are you chasing a dream that no longer aligns with who you are? This isn't about what society expects or what your great-aunt Mildred thinks you should do. It's about your happiness. It's about finding joy in the little moments and making choices that resonate with your heart. So, take a deep breath, trust yourself, and remember that your happiness is the most important thing. He said, she said, decoding the delay. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why haven't they proposed yet? Maybe they have commitment issues. Maybe they're waiting for the perfect moment. Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. Or maybe, just maybe, they have their own reasons. Maybe they're focused on building a stable future. Maybe they want to be absolutely sure they're ready for this huge step. Communication is key here, folks. Talking about your feelings and expectations is crucial. My best friend's breakup, a turning point. My best friend, let's call her Sarah, waited 7 years for a proposal. 7 long years. She finally realized she was settling for less than she deserved. So she did something brave. She ended the relationship. Was it hard? You bet. Was it the right decision? Absolutely. She realized her worth. And guess what? She met someone amazing who adores her and, yes, put a ring on it. And it only took a year. Section 6, love, trust, and a whole lot of communication. Relationships are all about trust, respect, and open communication. You need to be able to talk openly and honestly with each other. If you're not on the same page about the future, it's time to have a serious conversation. And remember, self-worth is everything in a relationship. Don't settle for someone who doesn't recognize your value. You deserve to be with someone who can't wait to spend their entire life with you. Ready to say yes to yourself? So, what's the takeaway? If you've been waiting for a proposal for 8 years, it's time to have a heart-to-heart. Figure out what you want and don't be afraid to ask for it. And if he still doesn't get it, well, then you know what to do. Put on your dancing shoes and get ready for your own happily ever after. Because you deserve it all. Now tell me, have you ever waited too long for something? What did you do? Share your stories in the comments.